What's up, YouTube, Facebook friends? Welcome to River Rat Entertainment. Here's yours truly, the host, Big Country. I know I just did a video a couple days ago, not even been a week yet. Well, I figured I'll try to do at least 1 or 2 videos a week. Probably, you know what? Forget that. Scratch that out. I figured I'll just do this video just for the hell of it. Today, I'm doing another rod and reel review. But before I go any further into the rod and reel that I'm going to be talking about, at any time of this video that you want to do a like, go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. At any time of this video, like right now, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. I would really appreciate it. So if you and do me a big favor, a big favor. Go ahead and go down to that word that says subscribe. Go ahead and click it. The little bell that's next to it, why don't you go ahead and click that too, so that way every time when I do upload a video, you can be notified that I uploaded a new video. But anyway, further ado, here we go. The rod and reel that I'm going to be doing is basically like it's a little. The rod itself is a Shakespeare Shakespeare. And so let you see that real quick if you can see it. It says Shakespeare. On that side it says Shakespeare, catch more fish, panfish. Well, it's a 4-foot 6-inch rod, and it's ultra light. So, and no, I did not buy this reel with this rod. No, I did not buy it as a combo setup. But the reel is a Okuma. I don't know if that's how you pronounce it. It's OKUMA. If you hear dogs barking, it's probably mom back here whining like a little girl. The neighbor's dogs. But no, I did not buy this together. The rod itself, I actually found it. One of the parks I go fishing at, I found it over there. When I walk around the corner, me and my brother went over there fishing one day, and one day me and him discussed a little story, but all I did was seen the end of it, about that much, sticking up out of the water. That's all I seen. So I was like, well, let's try to grab it, see if it's an actual whole rod. Well, it was, as you can see. There's nothing missing on it. Well, the reel, I got it through a trade. So, and the rod that it was on was a different rod for a bait casting reel, which was funny. So I had this rod laying around, so I said, hell, I'll just throw it on it, be done. But it's got 4 bearings. It's a 5.0 to 1 gear ratio on it. I've fished with this a couple times, and it's actually pretty nice. Shockingly, I don't know if you can see that, but I normally don't fish ultralight rods. But look it down there. But it does. I have set up a couple bass lures on it a few times. No, once. I have set up a saltwater rat lure on this, and it actually does pretty good. For an ultralight rod, it does pretty well. But the only thing I think is horrible with it is the hookups. It sucks at hookups. Because I've actually hooked up a 5 and a 10-pound bass on this and lost both of them. But I that was it sucked. That's a different story. I have to do a separate video on that. Just doing a review on this. Talk to y'all about it. Damn bird. The line that I got on it, I believe, is 15-pound test line. I believe. I'm not sure because the line was on a different rod that I had that I found in the garbage. So I just put some on this. Of course, damn school bus is gonna go by. But I figured, hell, this could be just a little fun rod and reel setup that I could have. So when I don't normally use it, but there for a while I was using it because at the time I didn't have my truck for about a month or two, at 3 months top. So I was driving a little Honda Civic, so this was the only one that I could actually fit in there without tearing nothing up. So I used the rat lure and a couple poppers on it. Didn't catch nothing, but then I switched it up and put this little tiny hook on. I hope that's zooming in, focusing right, I hope. So then I just started using it for panfish like bluegill and stuff like that, and caught a couple catfish on it. So the only other thing that I really don't like is how short the handle is for back here. I really don't like that because I'm used to having it comes about right here or up underneath my arm here because I'm only like 5'6", so I'm used to having it come way back here. So, but other than that, it actually reels pretty smooth. And once in a while, when I'm doing panfish, I guess it's because of the line that I'm using. I do get some backlashes in here, and it gets all wrapped around. So that's one thing I'm gonna have to change is the line. The drag, I have it barely loose, and it's pull and drag. But like I said, I did hook a 10, at least an easy 10 and a half pound bass on this, and I had the drag set all the way down, and it was pull and drag easily. So, but other than those being short and the hookup ratio on it, if you're using it for bass, the hookups suck. But for like bluegill and little small catfish, it's pretty good. So maybe one day when I'm able to get one of them or a good camera to go fishing with it, I'll probably do like a separate review actually using it, other than just sitting here and bullshitting about it. So, but other than it's a pretty good rod. All the eyes are to it. We thought it was going to be a piece of shit rod when we found it. When I first got this reel, I heard of the name, but I never used it until I got this, and it actually was pretty good. Because usually like with our reels, I usually go with the off-name brands because nobody ever uses them. Nobody ever uses the off-name reels or the off-name brands. And I think this one rod and reel that I got, I think it's an off-name brand. Hell, I don't even remember the name of it. I'll have to do another video on it to talk about it. I paid $20 for the rod and reel setup. Pretty nice. That was my first ever rod and reel, and it was I guess you call it spinning reel or open face, whatever you want to call it. But 90% of the time when you hear people talking about fishing rods and fishing reels, it's either Abu Garcia, Daiwa, or was the other one? Hell, there was a third one. There's like three big name rod and reels that you hear all the time. When I'm not gonna lie, they are pretty nice rod and reels because I do got, I think, two, yeah, two Abu Garcia reels, and that's the shockingly I've played with the other two. They're all right, but I'm sticking with Abu Garcia through bait casting reels because they are so smooth. Like the one, no, the first, I think it was the first real review that I did was of my Abu Garcia Black Max reel. Love it, and of course you see it's left hand retrieve. This is what got me hooked on left hand retrieves was the spinning reels like this because you see left hand. 90% of the time when people say if you're right-handed, get a right-hand retrieve reel. If you're left-handed, get a left-hand. Well, I'm not left-handed. I'm actually right-handed. When I write, I actually write with my right hand. When I throw a football or something, I throw with my right hand. And some people they say it's weird because because if you actually pay attention, go on YouTube and type in fishing with all spinning reels, it's on the left hand side. But with a bait caster, they make them with the left and right. But if you watch the bait casting ones, they go like this, click it, and then they throw with the right hand. And then they go like this, and they go from after casting, they switch hands and do it. Well, sometimes that I've heard through a couple of channels. I don't remember which they were. They actually said after you cast and when you go to switch hands, that's when the strike happens. And when you click and reel in, you've already missed the fish. So that's why I stick with the left hand retrieve because so that way I don't actually miss it. So or miss the fish. So, but anyway, that's off topic. We're supposed to be talking about this. For a 4 foot 6 inch rod, it's pretty nice. I like it, and yeah, and don't get me wrong, every rod and reel combo, or every rod you get by itself, or every reel has its defects, and not all rods are perfect, and not all reels are perfect. It's just the user. So you can go out and pay almost $1,000 or more for a rod, and it could break the first time you use it. Like this rod, it can break at any time. Don't get me wrong. But my opinion, the cheaper it is, the better quality it is. Other than the more money you spend on it, the lower the quality of it is. But that's just my opinion. Lower the cost, higher quality. Higher the price, lower quality. Hell, it's even with the reels. A buddy of mine, he lives up north now. He had a big casting reel. He paid $800 for it, $900, and he went fishing one time and he sent me the video. And somebody was recording him. Very first cast. It was a left-hand retriever. It was a high-end reel. Very first cast. Threw it. Whole thing exploded. And he took it somewhere to get it fixed, and they wanted almost $1,000 to fix it. So I told him, I said, you know what? Do what you got to do. So I said, listen. So I told him, I said, go get the Black Max, Abu Garcia Black Max, get a little generic, a cheap reel to go with it, and that rod and reel will be perfect. That was 5 years ago, I want to say. He bought the Abu Garcia left-hand retrieve like what I got, and then he bought a 7 foot three, seven like a 7.3, 7.5 rod for it. Heavy, a medium heavy with a fast tip to it. That was like 5, 6, maybe 8. I want to say I'll just say 8 years ago. He's had that rod and reel set up ever since. So that just proves you don't have to have a high quality rod and reel. Just go ahead and catch a 5, 10, or 10+ pound fish. I see all the time people take rods like this and they do challenges with them. They go bass fishing with them. They go saltwater fishing with them. And I've and I've seen this on YouTube. Somebody took a Barbie fishing rod and reel for a little kid and caught a shark on it. So shut up, damn dog. But anyway, don't be scared. Yeah, like the high end stuff, it's nice. Don't get me wrong, but my opinion, the low end stuff is better. Most people they always say get the cheap stuff to begin with and then move up to high end quality. Not me. I'm buying the low end stuff and staying with the low end stuff because it's better. Like with this altogether, it's maybe $15, 20 at the most, maybe 30. I don't know. I haven't. I've or next time I go to Walmart, I'll see if they had this rod. I mean, this reel and this rod, and I'll come back and let y'all know. So altogether, it's nice. I like it. I like this rod and reel. Perfect for pan fishing, but if you want to move up and do a little bass fishing with it, then I guess I could, or anybody could. Which I guess I want the next time I go fishing, I'm gonna have to set up a fluke or something on this and do a little bass fishing. So, I guess I'm gonna end the video here. Y'all have a good week. It's Thursday. Y'all have a good, safe weekend. Big Country's out of here. Don't forget to subscribe.